Hi everyone, this is Milita and about project management and more. Today we are going to talk about whether project manager needs to know the domain, the area where he or she is supposed to work on. That's a good question. Let's see. Long time ago I had an interview with a candidate for a position of a project manager. And that person never worked in the field I was hiring that project manager for. That was specifically it was software management. That person never saw a line of code in life and never solved any problems related to that. And still that person applied to the position because that person had all the designations and everything else you can put after your last name to impress someone like me, I guess. I asked a couple of questions and unfortunately that candidate could not provide any meaningful answer to any situation that might happen. And I'm sorry that some organizations are really prescribing that a project manager with universal knowledge can do anything. I can't imagine someone coming to me and say, Milita, why don't you have a $20 million project to build a high-rise in downtown over there? First of all, I will not accept that. I never did it in my life. I don't know what's going on there. I don't know how to start, I don't know how to finish, I don't know what's in between. So the domain knowledge is important, and I'll tell you why. As a project manager, you need to solve the problems. If you don't know the domain, how in the world are you going to solve those problems? If you don't know the nature of the problem, what's actually behind the problem, how can you remove that obstacle? That's number one. Number two, if you don't know domain, how do you know who does what in that domain? How do you know to find the right person to solve the problem, or you can work with that person to solve the problem? Number three, you need to know the domain so you can know in a chain of your schedule who is the next person, and prepare that person to actually accept the work. You cannot start with something and then wait, who's the next guy? Let me check. No, it doesn't work like that. You are doing losing days. And two major things at the end. You need to make decisions on a daily basis. 5-6 decisions you make as a project manager every day. How can you make a decision, what's the right direction, where to go, and how you can address the business requirements if you don't know the nature of the domain and what's behind? Your risk will be enormous. You are just guessing going somewhere. And number 5, you need to know what is possible, what is not possible in that domain. That's the basis of all your decisions. That's actually minimizing any possible risk that can happen during the project. So let me recap. There are many examples of people who were just parachuted to a new position and they were quite successful until a certain moment. I think in Formula One you had Flavio Briatore, who was a salesman director for Benetton, and he became a chief of principal of Formula One team, and he won. And he was very successful until he was caught cheating. But these are just examples that actually confirm the rule. So if you want to be a successful project manager, you need to know beyond the rules, beyond the prescription, beyond the recipes, what to do and how to deliver a project. On a daily basis, you are facing with the problems. we are facing with situations where you need to make decisions, and if you don't know the background, if you don't know the domain, it's very hard to make that. So I hope this will help you in making some future decisions, and hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.